Come on. Come on. Come on. Work this time. Oh, okay. All right. Are we live? Are we working this time? Is everything functional? All right. Everything looks orange. It's supposed to be green, but I got a yes. Okay, great. Let's start this over again. So I had just started the game. And apparently the stream hadn't been working. Okay, so orbiting mass, no idea. Ship status, waking. You can see I've been on for okay, these are wait, is this how many times I've logged in and out, or so 3 minutes, 5 seconds, and yeah, I guess that's having closed the game and reopened. Anyway. Hello, Wiki. Let's get to work. Oh my gosh, there's always a problem, isn't there? There we go. Sorry about that. I reset everything, except the game kept what little progress I'd made. Systems are being difficult. See, we'll blame it on the game. See? Okay. Power's all messed up. Sorting it out. Use your kinetic generator button on the left side of the screen. Aha. The Thingmaker has power. Nice. Use it to build anything in the libraries. Thingmaker libraries. Advanced Robotics Library. Failed. Distress call. Bugger. Cookie library. This is just silly. Potato library. That'll do. Other libraries seem to be pretty corrupt. You can actually see the shadows moving, so we're orbiting a celestial star of some kind. I don't think that's quite how the shadow would work, though. I think it would... Well, anyway. There is no atmosphere in space, that's true. As the power, please. Repair some solar panels, which I did. Idea listeners up and running. Use it to improve your things with my lovely ideas. Bloody hell, that obnoxious boot up. Embarrassing. Software devs, aye? Well, there we go. All up and running. Build more things so we can work out exactly where we are. Yes, that might be one of the reasons I had so much problem with the stream. I'm changed options and settings to try to get a really short delay. That might actually be the reason we had all these problems today. Well, let's build solar panels just in time to get into the shadow of this thing, eh? They need a bit of love. Works best in sunlight. Okay, there we go. Yay, solar panels. Okay. Clean solar panel. Here we go into the shadow. Jump. Ship status. Breezy. Alright. What did I come up? Genetically modified for more power. You're using potatoes for power? No. For a spacecraft? No. Okay, well we need... No, I haven't gotten to R125 just yet. I'm working on it. I'm in the middle of an undead run right now. Da-da-da-da. The kinetic generator now gives you 3 watts every time you press it. Yeah, but I don't think I'll be getting to 120,000 off that. That's a lot. The panels are covered in red dust. Why? We're in space, not Mars. Oh well. Our panels look more presentable. 3 watts every 10 seconds. Well, it's a start. I'm going to put this keyboard down. I don't need it. This is purely a mouse UI. Well, I guess what we need to do... There we go. We'll get this thing rolling now. My nice clean solar panels. Can't fly through space with a whole bunch of busted ass solar panels. That's no good. Wow, this is 57% of my total wattage, and this is 42%. Sounds like I need more solar panels. No, I bought it. Is there a free version? News to me. I need to find out what that thing in the bottom is. It's a bowling ball with 4 pins in it. Let's see what it is. Modified spud for planetary harvesting. 8 watts per second, 1.5x in free fall. Free fall? Probe launched. Challenger is a go. Oh, hey! We're reaching a point where it's not even worth clicking almost. But we click anyway, because we're greedy. Ah! What happened? Where'd it go? Pro potato lost. Data gained. Data is stored in the fact holder area in the top left. What fact holder area in the top left? I want my potato back. My space potato. I need it. But it didn't pay for itself. Alright, let me see. They're all so expensive. I guess I should just ignore the lost probe and stick to the other generators for now. I guess. We just need more power. You know, a cold fusion reactor would be nice. Be a lot better than potatoes. So let's see. I should be getting potatoes until the price is at least over 600 or 700. More power. Probably the launched potato, the probe potatoes. I don't see where the information I supposedly gained is stored, but presumably they'll give me some kind of technical edge as I learn stuff. We've got something down here super expensive that looks like it might be a big deal. We're going to shoot another probe now. Let's see. 8 watts a second. It needs to last for 100 seconds. Okay. Just to pay for itself, you need to last 100 seconds. Come on. Nudge it. Nudge it. Push it up. Oh my gosh. Don't let it fall into the planet. Surely you can do better. It's not going to last. It's didn't even make it past there. Data gained. What data? Where? Our little Aaron Comet. Come on. Seriously, what data is gained? I'm not seeing it. Beneath ship status. Develop foil heat shields using the idea listener to save them. Aha! Wrap them in foil. Isn't that just for cooking them? But you know what? Whatever. All potatoes are now foil wrapped to withstand re-entry heat and the odd fan-assisted oven. Alright. Well, let's see how this goes. Why is each one more expensive? Okay. Alright. It's wrapped in foil. I don't see how that's going to help. I really don't. Word outputter. Potato landed successfully. This place looks familiar. Get us more probes. Let's investigate. I suppose I should want to distribute the probe. No, it disappeared. Where'd it go? Suppose I should want to distribute the probes about the surface. Alright. 8 watts a second. You're getting me 1, so I should be focused on probes until I have, a lot. I should be able to go well over 4,000 in the price tag on these. Okay. Is it still falling? What's going on with it? It's supposed to land on the surface. What is it doing? Oh well. They're producing more power. That's what's important. Pour further into the surface for more gains. My probe taters. Anybody ever read The Martian? I know they did a movie version, and the movie version was a pretty decent adaptation. But the book, man, is awesome. Yeah, clicking isn't even worth it anymore at this point. We've got so much stuff now. The best thing to do would be to keep buying probe taters, but I kind of want to just spam solar panels. Actually, I want to wait to see what the next one is at the bottom. 13,000, is it? Well, that gives me a second to glance over at idling to rule the gods. Yes. All is well there, ready to rebirth in a couple of minutes. Okay. Well, I guess then I should have a glance at my trimps. Yes, I know, you can't see it. It would be spoilers for Monday's video, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's doing fine too. Got enough yet? No. Fine, I'm gonna launch another couple of these, speed things up. Do the solar panels even matter anymore? 7%? Pshaw. So to answer your question on Realm Grinder, I'm on Reincarnation 124. I'm currently at 2 E64 gems, and I need to get to E70. I'm doing a undead run with music. Why, is something happening? What? Nothing's happening. How many more probes do you need down there to investigate? How thoroughly must we probe this planet? Alright, well, we all know how probes are supposed to work. We need to find the planet's butt. No, wait, that's cows. Am I Martians? I think that's what Martians do. I could be Martian. A Martian spacecraft. Yeah, this would be a stupid waste at this point. Okay, well, fine. I'll just wait a little more. We're getting there. It's tempting to just buy a crap ton of what I can afford. You never know, buying 50 solar panels might open up something new. If I could afford the sheen, solar panels would become a big deal. How many dots there are? Also, it's weird. As I move my mouse around, the planet rotates to a certain extent. You can see from the dots. Is weird. Alright. While we wait, I'm going to try something else. Tempting. Tripling it would be pretty big. But no. We're waiting to see what the new thing is. 13,000. So we're going to take a second. Oh, wait. Before I do that. Scientifically accurate mode. We measure everything in joules. Kinetogen? Kinetogen. Oh. I see. Sputnik. Oh, okay. The first potato satellite. 42. Hold on. It would actually be better for me to just make more probes at this point. But I'm going to go for Mr. Sheen instead. Yeah, I know I'm in the planet's shadow right now. Just wait till we get out. There we go. This is what we needed. So what exactly happened to our ship in transit that caused all the solar panels to get broke-did? How's it going, Luke? These are equivalent in power to a potato each. Alright, there we go. Ooh. No, we don't need golden ones. We might want a solar ambience now. Maybe. Tripling them for the cost of 10. The next correct move would be Maris Pipers. And then we'd follow that. 8. Could definitely do more probe-tators, but I think we want this. I think we want this one. I won't bother getting this until I'm about to pass into the shadow again. Sputnik. Okay, what in the world is this? It's a lander. It's a landing craft of some kind. Poof. Power. Power. Okay, so what I was going to try to do is I'm curious to see what happens if I could try for an offline earning kind of thing. So we're going to step out for a minute, and we're going to give it a moment. How long should I give it? How long should I let it be? Oh, well, let's take a moment to talk about idling to rule the gods while we give it its minute. Hey, look. That's what we're looking at right now. So, I've been doing 1K challenges. And they've been working out for me pretty good. I'm hoping to have all of them done before I leave on Friday with enough time to do a couple of dailies. Particularly this one. So we're actually at the end of a 1K challenge here. It would be wise. I'm going to talk about this, of course, in videos. I'm going to try to have as many of these as possible ready to go so that idle game videos like this keep coming while I'm gone. I've got a handful. Anyway. So you're kind of getting spoilers for what's ahead here. But I've ended up splitting things like this. And I know that that's a little bit weird, but here's the thing. Battle in creating, it's not really that it makes the 1K challenges faster per se. I'll get more on that when I actually talk about it in a Idling to Rule the Gods video. It's that it more greases the wheels so that it's less fussy. I don't have to fuss with it as much because right now having battle, it's, well, here you'll see how it goes real fast. So I go, I make some stuff, make me some humans, some mountains, so forth. Okay. Oh, right. We don't make clones. Okay, anyway. During the run, just having battle and creation, it just makes it so much easier to amass divinity and build up all of this without having to wait for just trainings to build up. It just greases the wheels at the start of each run, so you don't have to spend as much time. Now, I'm actually going to... the most annoying thing about the 1K challenge was actually the pets and feeding them shadow clones. We're going to go back to SPACEPLAN in just a second here. I should not have beaten this many. I should have stopped at right before Freya. That way I could have turned this off and it would have jumped from one to the next. But now we've got the upgrades in the way. Now I've gone and messed it all up. It's okay though. Alright, I'm just going to throw these guys on 1 hour campaigns. Yeah. The 1 hour level up campaign helps a lot. Since we're already down here, might as well do those. And you can kind of see, like, physical is lagging way behind still. Battle is almost about 200 times what Mystic is. Creating is providing most of the hit points. You know, it's... And then as the run goes on, these become completely irrelevant by the end. And Physical and Mystic, well, there's a reason they have most of the stuff. It's, yeah, part of me just wants to put it all into Physical and Mystic and, you know, play the sliders back and forth, but it's just too much fussing. And it doesn't really speed it up that much. The fastest I've been able to do a 1K clone is 5 hours. It's possible I could do one faster than that if I were able to sit with my butt planted in a chair staring at just this game for 5 hours. I don't have that kind of patience or time I especially don't have that time. Alright, let's boot SPACEPLAN back up and see what the offline earnings look like. I heard someone mention something about upgrades you can only get if you're offline. No. OBS. SPACEPLAN. Alright. It's looking more dashing, double efficiency. Yes, much better. No idea what kind of potato we had before. Not even sure it was a potato, if I'm honest. Oh, you're back, eh? While you're away, I can keep the power coming in for a while. Just now gained 36,000 power in your absence. Currently, I'll continue for 5 minutes. Upgrade the incubator on the idea listener if you want more. Aha. Okay. Well, that's one thing. Alright, we have so much power. We should splurge. I'm gonna take a Sputnik. So, should be roughly... Okay. Alright. Okay. Power is flowing at ridiculous speeds now. Ludicrous speeds. So. I maybe bought too many potatoes and not enough probes. That's okay. We'll correct that imbalance. This is producing 17% of my total by itself. What to do next? Fine, I'm taking them. One a sec. Definitely do more of that. It's definitely probe-taters that need the focus. Yep, apparently so. That's what I just learned. That's what I just found out. Get even more work out of your equipment while away. 30 minutes idle power gain. 100 watts per click. What should be the next one we aim for? ×2 on the potato gain. No, the roots. This is what we need. Roots. But at what point do we go for the ruts? Well, let's see. The price of 15 of these, not sure the exact formula they're using for upping, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, it's 1,000 watts more piece. Right now, that seems to be, the last one was 1,100. It's going to keep going up, of course. Well, let's see. If we wanted 15 more to double ourselves. Yeah. Okay. This is ×4. I should start saving for roots now. I should. I'm going to grab another probe anyway. Come on, one more. One more. Clicking this does so nothing. We're getting 273 per second, so... I like how it claims that everything is totally accurate. Trust me. Yes. Yes. Potato incubators are totally scientifically accurate. They'll make your equipment run for 30 minutes longer. It's science! You can't argue with science. It's so tempting to hit this again. 35. Because I wanted them. That's the reason. I don't have to explain myself. I just wanted them. Alright. So, having reset the game, these came back here. Orbiting mass and atmosphere. So, that's really all we can tell? We have 17 probes on the surface, and all we can tell... Well, admittedly, they are just potatoes. It's not the best, most scientific probe, you know what I mean? We'd probably should have stuck some, I don't know, devices on it. But we just wrapped them in foil and dropped them. Well, now let me take a second. 8. These are 42. 10. 4 times, each of those would turn into 32 apiece. Okay. But you're... Actually... I'm going to drop 2 more Spudniks. Okay. Now... eight of them. Let's see, times 4. That would make it 20. But then if I were to build these... Let's see. 5 of those would end up being 210 watts per second at a price... I'm going to have to estimate it at 150-ish. It's hard to tell because I don't know. Where's this? At 11,000 watts piece. I'm pretty sure that I should be saving up now for this, definitely. But I should make this an even 5. Well, an odd 5. 5's a better number than 4. As we all know from studying Japanese, 4 equals death. That's the wrong number of probes. Unless I decide to name them after the 4 horsemen. Let's see, you could be famine, you could be war. We could do that. SHI? Did you forget the T? What is this? Kinetogen Sparkifier. Large power gains if used correctly. Plus 1% temp power gained per spark hit. So I can get critical hits? Oh, yeah. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, and so on and so forth. Although you could also call it yon. Alright. Aha. Aha! Crap. So I can't get it any bigger than that. I guess there's no reason to spam it. I guess this is fine. It's a pretty big gain. Yaku, yep. Yeah. Sadly, this is expensive. I want to see it. With the kinetic sparkifier, every time you press the... I'm going to move the keyboard to a more convenient location. With the kinetogen sparkifier, every time you press the kinetogen will soak up the excess sparks from our solar panels on the kinetogen screen. Every spark will give us 1% more power gain boost for a second or so. Yay! Utterly scientific. Do not question its science-ness. Oh, you were actually in Japan. Well, congratulations. You lived my high school dream. Alas, I did not. I had the money set aside. I was going to do the whole foreign exchange thing, and then life happened and the money disappeared. Because life, it happens. Kinetogen spark catcher. Ah. I mean, it's not out of the question. I could save up for that long, but I think the ruts are a better idea. Golden Sputnik foil. Gold foil. Okay. You know how many potatoes I could buy with this much? I have potato over here. Potato. Oh. Now my stomach can gain 3 watts per second. That's how potatoes work, don't you know? Nobody's figured this out yet, but we're secretly meat robots. The biology teachers have been lying to us. Biology doesn't really exist. All life is produced in a factory. What? I've heard stupider conspiracies that people actually believe. It's not that weird. Okay. At first this was cool. It's become an extremely annoying power. I don't like it anymore. I need an auto click option. I mean, with this, it'd at least be producing 100 watts per click. Numbers behave weirdly when I don't click often. How dare you say potatoes don't work that way? This is science! Everything else is totally accurate. How dare you doubt this game? Let's see, I'm gonna start my divinity generator. Oh, I need more trees and rocks and things. It's because I left it making mountains for some reason. The heat was hot and the ground was dry. The desert is... The ocean is a desert with its life underground. And the perfect skies above. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Potatoes are now rooted in. Okay. So the next, there is no next one. But, there it is. Suddenly, potatoes are producing most of my power. They're now hugely valuable. The foil is made out of potato. I mean, obviously. What did you think foil was made out of? You take a potato and you pound it flat, and then you wrap another potato in it. See? It makes sense. Makes perfect sense. You can't argue with it. Okay, I gotta stop building potatoes now. Alright, 32. Still not worth making more of these. Definitely not worth making more of these. Should I make another satellite? Or... we're not really getting scientific equipment yet, are we? Should I go for the kinetogen overclock? Should I save up for whatever this thing is? Should I just try to get the double potato power? Nonsense! Because you pounded it flat, you increased its density, right? Yeah, that sounds like science. You pound it, increasing its density until it's foil, and then you wrap the potato in your new denser foil. See? It's science, don't argue. Ever read any old science books? I actually love, like, really old, like, chemistry books and things. They're amazing. Like, the chemistry usually is, actually, no, the chemistry is usually all correct, for the most part. But if you find, especially, like, biology books and things, everything is wrong. Like, you get the real old ones. Like, everything is wrong. You don't even have to go back that far. You can just get like a 60-year-old textbook, and it's like, no. Okay, this is correct, this is correct, this is correct. Oh my gosh, your theories! It's amazing. Actually, what's really amazing is, I know I've talked a bunch about Jules Verne. I'm kind of a Jules Verne fanboy, but I still can't believe how much he got right. You'll be like reading a book like, a good one would be To the Moon and Back. And you're like, this is amazing. I can't believe they knew all this. They knew there was no atmosphere in space in the 1800s. They knew that there was no gravity in space. How did they figure that out? They knew all this stuff about space, having never been to space, ever. And then he didn't know about terminal velocity. Because when they're describing how they're going to do the re-entry and stuff, you're like, this, no, you'd hit terminal velocity. You don't know terminal velocity exists. You knew all this stuff about space, and you didn't know about terminal velocity. Or another great one, at the end of the, this would have been for the time period. The big twist at the end of Around the World in 80 Days was time zones exist. Back in the 1800s, when you didn't have phones and travel was slow, like, you know, you had to ride like a stagecoach or a boat or an elephant, travel was slow and time zones weren't really... It's not like today where we've got an internet and we're so used to time zones and jet airliners, like we're so used to thinking about time zones. Back then, it would have actually been a twist. Should I? I don't know, 100 doesn't seem like a big deal when you're already gaining 1,000 a second. Nah, I don't need this. Let's see. No? Ah! Yes. It's a good movie. The resource generators are getting too tasty. Potato power reduction doubled. Okay, let's consider that. So, 5 times the price. Okay. All right. That's correct. Okay. I guess I should save up for this thing. Probably. Yeah, I probably should. So you're 23%. 60% is coming from probe taters right now. So the gold foil is definitely worth thinking about. Oh, it doesn't have to be a police phone booth now. Bill and Ted beg to differ. You don't need a police box. Any old phone booth will do. Alright, let's see. No spoilers now. Alright, let's see. Hold on. I need to feed a bunch of mountains into my divinity generator. And forests. And maybe villages. And perhaps towns. I think I'll stop before oceans. Idling to rule the gods encourages you to be a very, very, very evil being. It's like, yeah, I just made all these people so that I could unmake them for power. It's like, why not? Just fling them into the generator. What's it do to them? I don't know. Maybe there's lava involved. Who knows? It's not like they're important. They're just people. Their lives don't have any meaning. Alright, second time somebody's asked. Let's go ahead and pull up Realm Grinder for a second. Nope, that's the wrong thing. One sec. I am here. This is where I is. I'm at E64. I need to get to E70. And I'm doing an undead. I'm just doing an undead. That's what I'm doing. Suppose I could get a few more flesh workshops in there. Those are always good. This is kind of a slow one. Actually, I need to make a new build because this one isn't taking it far enough. I had a couple of things that were super good, but weren't quite there. There was an angel build I stumbled upon at one point while I was recording data on all the different what all the different abilities did. And I was thinking about that. Its max mana isn't good enough. Not nearly good enough. And it's actually hard to build up a large capacity. I haven't really done a capacity run yet this reincarnation. Not a good one anyway. But it's very long and slow. And I basically have... I'm leaving on Friday. And I won't be touching my idle games for like 2.5 weeks. So I need to pick a build to set it in. I'm probably just going to go for lineages. I mean, I can poke in a couple of times and grab my lineages. But I'm largely going to be computer free for 2.5 weeks. I'm taking a vacation from everything. And doing my writing. Anyway, so I don't know that I'll make it to Reincarnation 125 before I leave. But by the time I return, we'll probably have that sorted out. Let's see, what do we got now? Potato plant. Wouldn't these grow into potato plants? Requires landed pod? Is this the pod you're talking about? Or is this what you mean? Oh! Potato plant landed successfully. No, it did? Oh, okay. Impact uncovered ancient stuff! We'll excavate the site with more power. Check the data area for progress. Uh-huh. Ancient stuff. Very specific. Alright, now let's consider power. 320. No, sorry, 230. Okay, that's worth a little more than 5. Nope, too expensive to be worth doing. Really. But I'm glad I got one. So, I guess the correct move would be... What if I did golden watts? These would then become 4. I could then buy a whole crap ton of these. Maybe. But now I'm just going to launch those. And then some more potatoes. Then we'll take the golden stuff. Then we'll build paneling. Okay, switching to potato mode. Suddenly our power is exploding forth. More. It's never enough. I'm glad I don't have to build batteries, too. Most idle games would have made me build batteries as well. We'll make it an even 35. Alright. 2% of my total power. Wasn't that nice? And we've given this world the measles. Ah, how unsightly. Alright. Just knock down Odin. 4 left, and I'll have finished this 1K challenge. And that will leave me with only 8 more to do. I've been averaging just under 3 a day. Ideally, in a perfect day, I get 3. But I don't always get 3. But still. If all goes well, I'll be done by Tuesday, and then I'll have just a few days to do day challenges. I really wanted to get the book in Idling to Rule the Gods, but I just don't see it happening. I'm tempted to try anyway, but I'd miss out on doing the day challenges, so. Good enough. Let's see. I could get one more of these, but we just got out of the poison area. I'm gonna finish a daily. No, I'm not showing you the spire. You have to wait till Monday to see what I've done in there. Besides, it's a total mess, and you'd all just make fun of what a horrible setup it is. Anyway, let me see. We're just gonna go ahead and portal. Wait a sec. I'd have to do 10 more runs to this zone. Okay. Well, still working on him. This is the big moment when he finally crosses that threshold. I guess... Oh, hey, look, I got another daily. Perfect. This thing's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous at this point. Love the Voidlium. Alright, well, I don't have to even touch anything now. Between the Voidlium, it dropping this automatically, and its ability to build gigastations, I can actually just let it idle. I don't have to touch anything. Alright. Almost there. I could get another potato plant. Might even speed this up. But what's the rush? I don't fully understand what's going on here. These are definitely seconds, right? No, those are days, months, and years. They just move at the rate of seconds. Okay, I see how it works now. The ancient stuff is coming. Alright. It's time for our next big hit. No. Yes, check out them panels. Oops, not what I meant. I need these. Oh, we're up to 1.66 because we upgraded our solar panels? Or does this get better based on the number of solar panels I have? No, I think it's the golden upgrade, just increased this. Huh. Okay, admittedly, I should be making potatoes again now. Okay. We're done with the potatoes again. No, we're not. One more. No, we need an even 40. 50, 40, 30. Yes, that's what we need. Efficiency be damned. We need nice even numbers, factors of 10. This one thing that I launched is 11% of my power by itself, without any upgrades. 85%. One more probe-tator. I am not playing Idle Wizard. I haven't been playing Idle Wizard. I'm playing... I do 3 idle games at a time. Well, I mean, this is an exception, obviously, but... There's a rule! Trips, Realm Grinder, and Idling to Rule the Gods. And, as you guys know, I can't even give all 3 of them the attention they deserve. Trimps often loses out on my attention to the other 2. Usually Idling to Rule the Gods takes my focus. If I were to try to juggle Idle Wizard on top of them, it's surprising how much time the idle games already eat out of my day. It makes it very difficult to do a lot of things I want to do. Like, oh, inhabitants all dead. Was it our fault? Were they allergic to potatoes coming crashing down from the skies? Comparing the data to what little info I have on file, it looks like we're on our home planet Terra, which can't be right. is it's meant not to be dead. If that's correct, it must be the year 2357. I've updated our data records. How do you know that that's the year? Develop landing technology. I want to get a closer look at this thing. I've added it to the idea listener. Well, it can't be Terra because it's red and there's no water. Oh, that can't be right. Oh my gosh. Prepare escape pod for harsh landing. Ship will remain in orbit producing stuff. Well, 6 million. Is that all? Yeah, I want to try NGU Idle. I want to try Antimatter Dimensions. I want to try a lot of things that I don't have the time for. We're going to take this to a nice even 15. We really should be building more potato plants. Maybe I should buy I mean, I'd only have to click 10, 100, 1,000, 200 times for it to pay to itself, and I do click a whole bunch. And I mean, does the percentage boost apply to itself, I wonder? Probably not, but it could. Each Canadian cycle could power a tiny town. 500 watts per cycle. No, I don't think that would power a town. Hello and welcome to the live stream.
How's it going?
It's going well. I'm playing SPACEPLAN. I'm using potatoes to power a spaceship. You know.
Sounds possible.
No, yeah, it's totally the future of space travel. Absolutely. It's science, don't doubt it.
Just calling to see if you're still up for hanging out tonight.
Definitely. Though, let's say I'll continue doing this stream for, let's call it an hour and a half more. And then I'll pick it up tomorrow. I should probably make incubators so that it can...
Okay, so you'll be done around 7?
Yeah, let's shoot for 7.
Okay.
Okey-doke.
Pick you up around 7 then.
Awesome. See you then.
Later.
Bye. Didn't I just show Trimps, like, twice during this stream? Pretty sure I did. The answer is... not much further than the Friday video, but I've got the new patch and been playing around with the Spire. Pretty much what I'm waiting for is for Fluffy to finish. Fluffles over here. What happened? It's not moving. There it goes. Fluffles over here needs a bit more XP. Once he hits this mark, I'm going to go wild again. When he hits that mark, I'm going to rip all the helium out of Cunning and Curious, and I'm going to go for a deep run for mastery with what little time I have left before Friday. And then... well, we'll see from there. We'll see from there what I do after that. But yeah, this is what I'm gunning for. And the Spire is giving me nice little bonuses right now. And what kind of daily did I just get myself into? No? How are they kicking your butts? There's no percentage-based health drain. What killed you all? Oh, crap. Plague. Oh, yeah, that would do it. Oh, yeah, that'd do it. All right. There. I think this is warranted. You know, I don't know how many times I've been asked for a Realm Grinder live stream, and I always give the same answer. You don't want a Realm Grinder live stream. I swear to you, you don't. This is what a Realm Grinder live stream would look like. Like, seriously. Like, this is 15 hours into a run. This run, there is nothing to buy or interact with to speak of. Not really. For like the next day, maybe more, while it goes, it would not be a good live stream. Now, I could do a live stream where I start the game over from the beginning, and I have thought about doing that, and I might do that eventually. But, you know, you couldn't just... You're not gonna live stream this. Not this. Not where I'm at. You want a video made out of clips of things actually happening in the game. You know? I should try Titan with the Drow Titan? Really? Drow Titan? Hold on a second. I have notes. I took notes of everything. 1 second. Where is it? Okay, 1 second. Okay. Drow. We're going to be increase the chance to find faction coins based on time spent in this game. Offline production, that's the big thing that it does. All time spent counts 100% more. For Titans. Based on the amount of unique buildings. Really? With Titans? I'll have to take your word for it. I don't see how that combos. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. But, I can try it. I'm going to finish this undead run first, though. I mean, the undead are not going to carry me through the reincarnation. I know that already. But they're still pretty good. So, you know... I'll have to try it. I was actually wanting to experiment with angels, but I could try Drow Titans. I really want to get to 125 before Friday, but that might not be possible. All right, let's see what we got. We are 1/6 of the way to the pod. We could triple the power of these. Let's just take that. Is that Russian? I can't read that. I don't know what a sideways E means. Or maybe it's supposed to be a W, and somebody drew this N backwards. Okay, now you are worth about 4 times the value approximately. So, okay, 70, 280. I think actually I should be getting a power plant next. I've already found Dragonline Ferry. Dragon is kind of my default. Like, it just goes with everything. And I'd already found Fairy. I'm already past the point where Fairy works, though, at this gem count. I feel like I need to do a capacity run, but that would be like half my week right there. I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to get to 125, and then when I leave, I'm going to leave it on Goblin's Dragon Line. I'm going to get a couple lineage levels, and I'm going to return with an absolute... When I come back in 2.5 weeks, I'll have an absolutely absurd capacity, and it'll be like, okay, fine, I just win now. I have never played it before, so it'd be awfully hard for me to have streamed it. But it definitely has potatoes. I did the Universal Paper Clips a few weeks back. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, kinda, like, I don't know. I don't have any good way to increase my max mana, and there's several, like I found when I was testing things that angels were absolutely bonkers. Just crazy if I had a higher max mana. If I had a higher max mana, it would just totally kick ass. And I'm kind of like, well, what do I do now? If I could just find a way. I have no idea. Well, what should we do next? Build the Great Wall of Probes, of course. There. A nice even 20. Oh. Graphene Sputnik wraps. I know, let's use graphene or something. Yeah, graphene is pretty valuable right now. They finally found a cheap way to make it using, of all things, like Scotch tape. Potato plant power gain X3 by sucking out all the planet's nutrients. Okay. I think actually I'm reaching the point where I should just stop buying things until I can get the pod module. It's tempting to make this a nice 5, but I think this is where we stop. Suppose I could get this lastly. Maybe. I have not streamed Diablo 1, but I played it a ton growing up. I originally played it on the PlayStation, and then I got it on PC. I had a friend, he had a plug mod, no, he actually had it in, he had the original mod chip, I forget what it was called. You go into the PlayStation, you open it up, you solder this thing in, and your PlayStation, you would put a disc, a legal, regular PlayStation disc in, and it would read that this is a legal PlayStation disc for your, because they region lock things, for your region. Then you'd pull the disc out and you'd put in your foreign discs or your illegal copies of discs, because you just stuck a CD in a, you just burned copies of PlayStation games. So he had that. So he had like all the PlayStation games. And yeah, I'd go over to his house and I discovered all kinds of cool games there. And I'd go on to buy most of them, the good ones. Yeah. Later, they introduced the plug mod, which would plug into the parallel input-output port in the back of the PlayStation. Now, 8B and C-type PS1s all had that port, but when they released the Dual Shock, they removed that port. I don't think any other device ever used that port, just the plug mod. Yeah. Book of Demons. There's another game that's supposed to be like a modern Diablo. What was it called? It looked really good. I like Diablo 1, and the developer is pretty cool. He hangs out on streams and stuff and tells stories about developing the game. It's pretty cool. Shame about all the cheat stuff that wrecked the Diablo 1 multiplayer, though. Yeah, Path of Exile. There we go. Need to do that, too. Here's the thing. I've got, like, so many games. I've been recording. For the last week, I've been recording a handful of the games I've been meaning to talk about and get to forever. Doing little... I can't say they're first impression videos, because they're games I'm familiar with, but ones I've wanted to talk about for ages. This week I'm going to be pretty busy trying to get everything uploaded and prepared and timed. So while I'm gone, videos will still come out every, 2 days or something. I'm not sure how many I'll end up with. Well, this is going to take a little while. What should we do? Oh, hush now. No. Oh, you hush. You've played the game before, clearly. You know what you're talking about. No, I've made my bad decisions, and I have to live with them, without future knowledge of what is to come. I may come to regret my decisions, but I need to be my own. I don't know. This thing, though, this thing will pay for itself before long. So will this. Potato planters. 1.8 million for times 2. 20% would become 40%. Okay. Alright. Whereas this would be a times 3. This is actually the better bargain, I think. This is not as good a bargain. Well, maybe it is then. Hold on. I don't know. I think this is the best move. What's wrong with using charisma as a dump stat? My stinky barbarian just needs to meet with the king and the royal council every other game session. There's no reason he needs charisma. What he needs is a higher stink rage stat. Obviously. Charisma's the perfect dump stat. Everyone knows that. I'm gonna take... No, well, that was not what I meant to buy. I wanted this and the other one. Ooh. I think I ended up with this one. Drat. It's fine. Like I said, I was looking at these two and they'll pay for themselves pretty quickly. That's better. Hey, Boss Meep, how goes it? So yeah, in an hour and 15 minutes when I leave, I need to make sure I have as many of the idle boosts as possible. Trimps so hard? Why? Where are you? No, I'm playing this on Steam. I own the Steam version. I didn't know there was a Congregate version. Somebody mentioned there was a free version. I was all like, there is? Okay. This has been sitting in my Steam list for like ever. Ah, you're just getting started. You've got a long way to go, my lad, in your journey through the world of Trimps. Though, actually, it'll be not nearly as rough as it was when I did it, because now you've got... The game really dragged in the middle, and they've been kind of adding things that make that less slow. Most recently, the Spire seems like it would give you at least a 30% boost to attack. And some other boosts. But there's been other stuff that's been added here and there that affects those floors. And the convenience things that have been added. Ah. I don't know. Around, what? 200, 300? Somewhere between zones 2 and 300? Mastery is like late game. Mastery is very late game. You have like 1,000 things to unlock between now and then. And the early masteries are total garbage. Masteries don't even get good until you've dug into them a bit. Although that's gotten easier now, sort of, since they changed how masteries work. So you might be able to pick something good out of it much faster now. When I got masteries, like the first row was just garbage. I mean, it was small usefulness to some of them, but really, it's like, why would you want any of this, really? And you're looking down at the masteries deeper down, like on the next row, and you're like, oh, some of these are actually useful. And then you get to the third row, and you're like, oh, these. Oh, man, I don't remember now. If you go into my Discord and ask, people will have an answer for you on, whoops. People will have an answer for you on that. Let me see. I mean, Trimps is a slow idle game. Much slower burn than some of the others, like, you know, Kittens and Realm Grinder and stuff. This is a relatively slow one. Let me see. So, you're gonna unlock huts, houses, mansions, hotels, resorts, gateways, wormholes. Do you really want the spoiler list? Like, you're gonna be unlocking stuff for a long time. You're going to be unlocking eventually you'll get geneticists, you'll get gems. Do you even have maps and fragments yet? I honestly don't even know what you have in the first 10 floors anymore. It's been too long. It's been too long since I was at that level. There's enough to make a tiny galaxy wince. I doubt that. 10,000 watts per click is good, though. We're halfway there. Okay. Alright. I won't be here. I am getting on a plane. I'm leaving Saturday, but I'll already be not making videos by Friday. Like, I'm gonna miss the entire Realm Grinder Christmas event. I'm gonna miss the Trimps Christmas event. I'm gonna miss, like, all of it. Like, I'm not kidding. For 2.5 weeks, I'm not gonna be... I'm gonna be on vacation from everything. From YouTube, from everything. This is the good one right here. This is the good one right here. I want it. I want it. I have no patience. Angel Line elves? It's weird. There. A nice 5. I know it's not an even number, but it's better. Tater Tower. Mass-produced power potatoes. Well, if it mass-produces potatoes, it should create potatoes, like in mine defense. The way you'd get something like an insect queen and it would start birthing hordes of ants. But no, it just produces 1,600 watts. Okay. So far, what I can guess of the story, if this is Earth, the world switched to green power, solar and potato power. And they sucked up all the world's oceans and consumed them all for their green power in their arrogance. And then they all died. What? Makes perfect sense. It's a logical progression of events, naturally. I like how there's just this line of 4 that I bought in a row. Angel Line elves. Angel Line elves. That was the thing I stumbled across. That was the thing. That was it. When I was testing different things, I hit that and it was ridiculous, but it didn't have max mana, and I've been looking for any way I could give it a higher max mana. And yeah, I guess that would be it right there. So that was totally a thing then. 'Cause it looked ridiculous. And then, yeah, I can't figure out a way to make it work. I've been trying for like a week to figure out how to do it, and I just don't see any way I could do it. Yes. Yes, they do. You will unlock many things. It's an entire game of, yeah. That one is a little bit weird because the game just kind of hands you that particular upgrade out of the blue. One day you're just moving along and it just suddenly goes, a genie offers you anything you could wish for, and you wish for this. It's not a wish I'd have made. No, I did not know that today was your birthday. Happy birthday! And your present is a video about SPACEPLAN? Yeah, totally. It was totally because it was his birthday. I knew all along, obviously, yes. This was a birthday stream the whole time. Really? You believe me, don't you? If we keep up the tater upgrades, the bloody planet will be a King Edward soon. I don't know what that means. Let's see. One moment. Uno momento. Looking good there. $20 till I finish this 1K challenge. Oh my gosh. I just want a pod. How hard is it to make a pod? You just make a large tin can, put a pillow in it, and then kick it out of your ship. done. It'll have to be titanium. Maybe you need a little insulation for the heat. So, you know. But it's good enough. Yeah, the undead's the best I've been able to do right now, but I know it's not good enough. It's not going to carry me through. I need to find a better build. So I'll try Drow Titans. It might work. It just seems it's something I would have never thought of. I would have never thought to put the Drow on the Titans. That's one's strange to me. Oh my gosh, come on. We're almost there. I really need an auto thing. Give me an auto thing. This costs nothing. I'm just gonna pick it up. Let's see. I'll work as long as I can be bothered while you're away. 90 minutes idle power game. Again, fairly inexpensive. And that's good. Yeah, I probably want at least one step above that, though. Well, we've got an hour to get it. I am doing quite good. Quite well, yes. I'm just gonna check on my spire over here. I've got 5 million runestones on hand. Well, well. Tonight I'll get this, and tomorrow... I wonder how much of this I can cram into a single video from Monday's Trimps video. But I need that next poison trap. I need it. Oh, I want an auto this. If this would click every second, it would be so nice. It would just be like boot, 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 and keep that percentage going. That's all I want. But it's not a thing I can have. Oh look, I could wrap my Sputniks in graphene. It would get me 30% more power-ish. There we go. Hopper, R-Type's personal pod is ready for separation. The ship will remain in orbit for thing-making operations. I'll take a trolley load of power to get us out of orbit. Fire when ready, using the idea listener. Eject from your hopper and return to Earth. Okay. We'll have that soon. And we'll probably gather a lot of information. Huh. So, if this were Earth, where's all the satellites that should be spinning around? Or maybe if humans died off and there was nothing to attend them, they'd all crash into each other and create a giant debris cloud that would certainly shred all of my potatoes into hash. This can't be Earth. Unless a bunch of aliens brought a giant magnet and a death ray. I suppose. One never hears about aliens with giant magnets. They always have death rays, though. Always. No. I need to figure these out for myself. I can't just copy-paste that. I mean, I could just copy-paste that, but I won't. I have my pride. Usually. Unless I get stuck. When I get really stuck and admit defeat, I'll take a guide's help. That's fine. Other people can use it, though. I've talked about this before. Like when you get stuck and you need the guide to get unstuck, that's one thing. But I'll accept that I'm not perfectly efficient or even close to it, but I come up with my own builds. Like, I could just not play Realm Grinder. I could just copy paste off of the wiki or the Nada wiki every single time. Like, literally, like, the game would be perfectly optimal. But I wouldn't be playing it. I'd just be copy pasting somebody else's builds. Whoever made the builds played the game. I would just be observing. So, you know, yeah. For me, the fun of an idle game is optimizing and figuring out the best ways to do things, and also exploring and being surprised by creative new ideas sometimes. But, you know, to me, that's where it's at. Okay, here we go. So with our separation from the main ship, our thing maker can focus on bigger things. Okay. Alright. Is this a good idea? No, it is not. Let's not make that yet. Entering the atmosphere. Spot still intact after that nasty impact. Oh, the hurl Earth thing. Yeah, looks like this is it. Let's get our radar improved using, I don't know, our massive Sputnik network? Whatever. Just to confirm the Earth theory. Also, I think I've got enough data to understand how the humans all killed themselves. No point explaining to you. It's pretty complicated stuff. I may have a world-saving plan, though. Get us a system peaker for sure. So, are we going to get into time travel? Upgrade the radar thing. See the solar system. So what was it? Did a viral lab develop 500 new awesome diseases and then they all got loose on the same day? Did, I don't know, I'm still going with the death ray theory. I suppose you could go with atomic weapons, but that would be lame. Every sci-fi story has done the apocalypse through atomics. It's cliche at this point. Let's get a creative everyone died. A new form of yeast is developed as a miracle food that will cure cancer. And it mutated and became a plague and wiped everyone out. There we go. That would be awesome. I actually finally I finally did break down and download an auto clicker that I'm trying not to use them, but I finally did it because I needed one, and I'll explain why. It's in the coming Idling to Rule the Gods videos, but I'll show you exactly what I downloaded and why I did it. So I picked up, it's just a generic auto clicker. 1 second. I picked up this thing. And it's a very basic thing, and all I do is I set it like this. And the reason that I downloaded this thing is because of bullshit. So I have to do an Idling to Rule the Gods 1K challenge. It ends up being efficient for me to play. I rebirth, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 times. And then I can do potentially, I'm rebirthing about 15 to 16 times a day. Okay? On a good day when I'm doing things efficiently, more or less. Alright, that's a lot. And then we have this bullshit here. So, we set this up. How long does it take to get through? Because I only have 1,000 clones. I can't put 10,000 clones on this and walk away like I'm used to. I only have 1,000. So, how many seconds has it been? And we've almost burned up the 100 that I committed here. I have it set to 240 if I wanted to grab more off the building projects. I can't walk away from this. I have to sit here and hit distribute over and over again. Even if I do the full 240, it's still not much. I'm stuck here. I can't walk away. This is bullshit. I need a stat rebirth of 999. Now, 2 or 3 of those runs are less than an hour out of each cycle. So that's like 9 runs in a day that are less than an hour. So I have to do this at least to get the rebirth multiplier up. And I don't want to sit here and hit distribute over and over and over again. It's such bullshit. So I turn the auto clicker on to click once a second. I push F7 and leave the mouse hovering over distribute. And I walk away for 10 minutes. And I don't look at the game for 10 minutes. Admittedly, I come back 10 minutes later and turn it back off. Maybe I'll click half stats once or twice during that 10-minute period if I'm able to be active. And yeah, if it's a run that's over an hour, I can do an hour-long level-up campaign. That solves the problem right there. But for the short ones, I gotta do it. And the 1K challenge, you need 2 15-ish minute runs. I'll cover it in detail, but you need a couple of short runs at the beginning. We'll see that very soon. In like 15 minutes, I can start a new run, and I can show you why. And so I finally just downloaded the auto-clicker because, doggone, this thing with the pets was just too much. This is supposed to be an idle game. This isn't supposed to be I have to sit here actively for freaking half an hour actively clicking this button at the start of each 1K challenge. That's bullshit. Such bullshit. So yeah, I got fed up. I mean, consider 40. I have done 31 1K clone challenges. 31 of them. This is number 32. I'm just finishing up. Why are there 40 of these? I figured out the optimal way to play them 25 ago. Like, I just have to keep repeating it over and over and over to collect my reward. I suggested, the idea is, I guess, heavily disliked, so this is my own personal opinion. I think that the challenges are structured wrong in this game. I think that Idling to Rule the Gods has structured the whole challenge system incorrectly. The challenge system is a very good idea. The day challenges in particular are excellent. Excellent. They're all about figuring out the optimal way to do them. You come back, you'll play the game, you'll come back, a month or 2 later, and you'll do some of them again, because you'll have gotten stronger, and you'll have to rethink how you did it. And they're brilliant. A tiered reward system based on how fast. We record how fast you do them. It's already a stat. It already exists. Here's, I beat this one. If you had a tiered reward system where beating it in less than 24 hours gave you 1 reward, beating it in 18 hours or less gave you another stepped reward, and so on. You would come back and do the challenge and try to find new ways and ways to optimize, and you'd think about it. You'd think about the challenges. Repeat this challenge 40 times in a row is not thinking or really even playing. It's just repeating the same actions 40 times. This is terrible. There was another way they could have done it. You start out with just 5 1K clone challenges, And then as you go further in the game, you beat more P-balls, you unlock 5 more. Well, by the time you've unlocked 5 more, you've got maybe, you know, twice the build speed and 10 times the crystal power or whatever. You'd come back to it and you'd be like, okay, it's you know, I haven't done these in a while. I have to rethink about them, you know, because of my new stats and things. And it would, again, create some variety and some stuff. It's just the way the game's built at a base level, and it's not going to change. This is right now my favorite idle game. Idling to Rule the Gods. Like, I don't want you to think that I hate it or anything. Right now, this is my favorite. It's not perfect. It has problems. This is a great challenge. This challenge changes a little bit every time you do it. The God Skip challenge was a brilliant challenge. The 1K challenge is bullshit. It just is. Same with the No Divinity challenge. After a while, it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm still doing... There were 50 of that one. 50. I don't mind the All Achievement challenge as much. Even though you could call that the most boring of all the challenges, I actually think that this one fills a very important role in the game when you want to be climbing. I think it's a very casual kind of thing. I think that this one's actually good. And that might be weird that might be really weird to say this one is very good while this one is bullshit, but this one becomes bullshit. Anyway, I guess I should look at chat and see how everyone is telling me I'm wrong now. Okay, what are we doing over here real fast? First, let's get our graphene spud we've been saving up for. It's time to start buying upgrades again. Or power sources again, I mean. Okay, let's see. A mouse recorder? What is a mouse recorder? Yes, that is the apocalypse. That's how they died. This game is a warning. You know, I've thought about such things. I've thought about, you know, I should create... I know some programmers. We should make something like this. So somebody already made it. Not surprising. I'm just about done with the 1K challenges now. In a couple of days, I'll be done. For the remaining challenges, at least for the foreseeable future, I won't need such a program. But I'll tell you, if you play Idling to Rule the Gods and you hit the No Divinity and 1K challenges, I would recommend using a mouse recorder. Don't do what I did and do them by hand. Oh my gosh, you could do it at sleeping. You would be able to get 4 of them a day. No, you'd get almost 5 of them a day. Actually, if you perfected it, if you really optimized it, you might be able to bring it down to 4.5 hours. Well, I mean, depending on your stats, it'll be different, of course. For my stats, you might be able to do more than 4 of them a day. It would have been so much more efficient and better. Anyway, I've only got 8 left. I'm not going to use it now. At this point, I might as well finish out the bullshit. But yeah. Yeah, that would be the tool right there. This would be the time for it. This would make it an idle game again. This would turn it into Idling to Rule the Gods. Right now, it's just to rule the gods when you're in these challenges. That would have been the tool right there. Oh my gosh. Uber Alice? What's that? There's a game called Realm Revolutions that's also I need to try. It's an idle game based on Realm Grinder. I haven't heard people talking about it lately, but I still want to check it out. Ah, yeah, the ultimate pet challenges. Those were an interesting challenge at heart. Again, like, it would have been more interesting to have a speed run, because I have no reason to do an ultimate pet challenge. Like, it's an interesting challenge. I have more pets now. My pets are stronger. But there's no reason to ever do one again, so I'm not going to do it again, even though it's an interesting challenge. Like, eventually, like the super late game, there's a thing where you'll redo challenges, but it's like way late game. Yeah, those at least were fast. Like, I was knocking those out in, I don't even know, a couple of hours. I forget. How fast was I knocking those out? It was a little while ago now. Does it record? Hold on. Ultimate 25 minutes. I was knocking those out in less than half an hour apiece. So at least those were like fast. Really fast. Yeah, I will avoid using it for now, but I will remember that tool exists. And if an idle game ever pisses me off enough, I'll find that thing. Okay, so let's see. What's the most you know what? Hell with it. I'm gonna just do this. I had a ton of wealth to throw about. We'll figure out efficiency later. Looks like I want more Sputniks. Anyway. On Congregate, this costs half price? Well, now we know that Congregate's got the superior version. Idling to Rule the Gods is a good game. I never needed an auto-clicker until this one thing. This one thing with the 1K challenges. And it's specifically the pets. It's specifically the pets. Until now, this was never an issue because I have 5 million clones. I can drop 100,000 for them to fight. I can walk away and, they'll reach 999. Like, it's just 2 clicks, walk away, done. But in the 1K challenge, yeah, it's just this one thing. Like, I'm sure that you could use the auto-clicker on 100 other things in the game if I thought about it. Actually, I'm not even sure that you could, if there's any other thing you would use it for, actually. Come to think of it, maybe there isn't. I don't know. But this one thing. Ah. Yes, I'm salty about it. You have a good game that you like a lot, and then there's just some bullshit that you have to go through in it. Tale as old as time, like grinding in an RPG. It's like, doggone it. Unless it's a Nippon Ichi RPG. Nippon Ichi. Everyone else is like, grinding bad. Let's remove grinding. Everyone says grinding bad. Nippon Ichi's like, hold my beer. I'm going to make an RPG where the grinding is the game. That's the fun. They've made a lot of them now, where grinding is the game. And I love them. It's not, I play other games and the grinding is horrible and I hate it. I play the Nippon Ichi games and the grinding is just a blast, somehow. Ah, okay. Ah. Well, admittedly, I put off the Ultimate Universe challenges for a really long time. Like, I didn't do them back when I probably should have. I came back to them, like, I had beaten P-Ball 50 before I did my Ultimate Universe challenges. An old, superior version on Congregate. Self-replicating power, or something like that. Well, no it's not, because it's not multiplying. So, okay, this is a simple equation. 1.14 million equals 1. 10 million equals 10. Pretty straightforward that this is better than these. Alright, let's see, Sputniks. Actually, the price is about right. Okay, which one is more valuable here? It's actually not far. It's actually fairly close to balanced again. The regular potatoes are way overpriced right now. Don't want to buy those. These. Nope. Everything is kind of in balance right now. Except, what about you? Wow, you kind of suck. Never mind. What am I going to do with that? Planet booster? Oh, I don't have any of those. I think I need this one. I think this is the correct choice. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I open up Realm Grinder. I have Realm Grinder on Steam, and then I'll open up Realm Grinder on Congregate, and I'll copy paste back and forth the save files as I try different builds and things, so I can be testing multiple builds at the same time. I do that sometimes. Yeah. Getting the pets, you want as many pets as early as you can so that they're benefiting from the food. You really do. There's going to be a big patch coming out soon with all kinds of stuff for the pets. The Ultimate Universe challenges are really, really good. Like, they can't be understated how good having a high planet level is. If you haven't done the double rebirth challenges, I'd prioritize those above all else. There is a school of thought. See, I'm actually kind of torn about the best way to approach idling to rule the gods. Like, there's several different ways you could approach the game. Obviously, you need the Crystal Factory unlocked as soon as you can. I mean, that goes without saying. But, you could try to do an Ultimate Arty challenge, like, as early as possible. Or, you could do it, you could put it off forever and use it for other things. I actually like the idea of using it for, if I can ever get the refrigerator so I have the food, I could do a lot of item campaigns. I could level my pets way up and then just do item campaigns as well as growth campaigns through the entirety of it. Yeah. You could also theoretically decide to push the all achievement challenges right now while you're still early in the game, because there's no way to speed those up, like, at all. You would be just as fast at clearing all achievement challenges as I am where I'm at. Though the all achievement challenges are really useful for climbing P-balls and getting pets. So, you know, different ways. Oh yeah, the ape. Oh man, I was so glad to get that. Good at growth campaigns. That's the best. I was just talking about earlier that I've been thinking about that. It's the only way I would possibly do a Realm Grinder stream would be if I did that. At this moment, I have no plan for it right now. We'll see how I feel when I come back in January. Ah, I am envious. I've been playing the game for a long time and I don't have a refrigerator. Supposedly in the patch, that'll be one of the things that we can get. When I gave them my bucks, I was a little bit short of the refrigerator, so I went with a pet token and a crystal slot. But yeah, the refrigerator's where it's at. It's actually one of the things that's a pain in the butt. Like every time I go to sleep on these 1K challenges, I go to sleep, I wake up, I have to spend GP to buy food for my pets. It'll cost me like 25 GP to feed my pets. Or a whole bunch of pet stones for trading, if I remember to do a food campaign with everyone. Which I usually remember, but still, that's a whole bunch of pet stones that got eaten. Oh, grats. Yeah, the first crystal slot is the biggest deal. That is huge. Crystal power I think crystal power is a really big deal. I tend to prioritize it, and I highly recommend it. And having an extra crystal slot, you're 50% better at gathering crystal power now. On top of the fact that, you know, you have another crystal, which is always nice. Yeah. I'm still at 4. I'm still at 4 slots, even after all this time, and having bought one. I'm told that crystal slots are the rarest thing in the lucky draws. I've only ever seen one, so I can attest to that. I'm just about to hit my, if I haven't already, I'm about to hit my 1 year mark with the game. So 365 lucky draws. More than that. Sometimes you win a lucky draw in the lucky draws, and I've done some item campaigns. So more than 365 lucky draws, and I've only ever pulled one crystal slot. So meanwhile, Nico pulls 2 of them in like the same day. Lucky bastard. He's pulled multiple pet tokens in the last few weeks too. But he's doing item campaigns, so he's getting like piles of his pets are so far superior to mine, it's ridiculous. Yeah. We're almost there. Oh my gosh. You know something I haven't done in a while? No, not that. I haven't done this in a while. Stoot. No, wait. Thunk. Ha ha. There we go. There we go. As long as this doesn't cover any vital information. Really? 1 in 1,000? Well, holy crap, I'm lucky to even have 1. Really? That low? I often think about ways they could spice up lucky draws, and like I've had a bunch of item ideas. I don't think that I don't think any of them are going to end up in the game. Like I like the idea of a hyperbolic time chamber. You use it in its as a rare item like that you could get out of lucky draws only, that would count as a 12-hour campaign of every single type of campaign for the pet you use it on as a consumable item. I have all kinds of weird ideas like that. I just had one the other day. What was it? Another stupid idea for something. Oh, right. One that maxes this out to the highest you've ever had it for all of your the ball slayers. Yeah. As a consumable item like a shadow summon. Just poof! Because my max is actually pretty good. I forget how high I got the score, but it would push them all way up. Anyway. So, buying potato plants. We're going to rebirth. Wait. Alright. I could squeeze more out of this run, I guess. I might as well. Alright. Suddenly, I have shadow clones. After all this time with only 1,000, suddenly I can just do this to you all. I could go way higher than that. I'll go over here, get this thing operational. Why don't you make some oceans for me, huh? Because you can't afford to. It's fine. Actually, no, wait. Donk. Donk, donk. There. Potato plant. Let's see, this is 5. Yeah, looks like it's optimal for me to pick up a few more potato plants. We'll go to 15. It's getting to the point where the system peaker is going to be the only thing on the menu. Did I click something accidentally? What's going on here? How did I end up with these? I didn't want to buy those. I want to click that. Oh well. Whatever. A few extra solar panels ain't gonna hurt us any. An extra potato's not gonna hurt us either. I'm gonna. Just give me time. I'm getting there. It's expensive. I'm gonna bring this up to 15, then we're gonna go for it. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the Ball Slayer. It's important. It's a thing that you have to use because it's so powerful. But I hate this minigame. It's not that the minigame itself is bad. It's the sheer amount I've been forced to do. Remember, 18 runs a day. 18 times in a day. Yeah, that's why I've come to hate this, to despise this minigame. Is that kind of stuff. If I'm going to not need to do it anymore soon. I'm not going to try to get it maxed out unless I'm doing a long run. For regular runs, I'm happy to just have it at 100. Okay. I'm going to get myself the increased crystal upgrade chance next. After that, the next thing I'm doing is I'm going to go back and I'm going to get this again. That 5% level loss decrease is actually enormous, coupled with I can do so much better with my current, well, I did all the No Divinity challenges and I've got 250 creation count now. I can do way better at this. And that'll bring it up as well. Between the two of them, I figure that I'll never need to touch this thing again. or close to it. And I very much look forward to it. I mean, objectively, this is the worst thing on the menu, because all it saves you is a little bit of time and fuss. It just saves you some time and bother. But that bother! But that bother! Oh, man. Anyway. 2 more of those. Okay, now we're saving up for the system peaker. Now we save up for the system peaker. How did this get up to 61? Why do I have so many of them? How did I get so many of them? When did this happen? I don't remember doing this. They're so much more expensive than the frickin' potatoes, which are 10 times as good. How did this happen? Wait a minute. Is the potato plant actually making potatoes? No, that can't be. Really? No, that's not happening, is it? I mean, I'm not buying them. They're coming from somewhere. I don't see the number going up. But I got my eye on you. In this case, Tyrant Overlord Ball is a reference to Disgaea, the potato stork. Ah. You sure they're not found in a cabbage patch? I'm pretty sure they're found in a cabbage patch. Potatoes? Sounds about right, doesn't it? It's gotta be a thing, right? Yeah, of course. Oh, boy. So, I better do this. There we go. I think all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knock over a couple of the things here, and probably build some togs and upgrades. I'm not gonna try to squeeze the most every last drip out of this. Mostly, I've come to even start skipping these, like, just immediately going into the next challenge after like a couple 5-minute rebirths when I complete one, to just try to spam them faster. I'm so close. I've only got 8 left. I'll be so relieved to finally get through this. I beat you. I beat you. I beat you. I'm about to beat you. Stupid things. Gotta get them all. It's a compulsion. Because I'm not offline. Why would I need the potato incubator if I'm not offline yet? In 20 minutes I'll be leaving, and I'll need to buy the potato incubator and, if I can, whatever comes after it. But until that moment, I may as well save my 8/10 of a million and focus on getting the radar thing. Real nice and descriptive. Tomorrow when I get back, though, I'm going to make sure that I open the game again, and so that it gives me the offline earnings and earns more offline earnings. Because when I come in tomorrow, I intend to have a crap ton of watts right at the start, and just buy a ton of stuff. Heck, I'll log in and just immediately spend the watts on solar panels and potatoes and things. I don't even see any upgrades for anything anymore, other than this. So yeah, we gotta get this going. Sadly, the Tater Tower is still not worth buying. No new potatoes have appeared. Nothing is producing them. I don't know how I bought... How did I end up with so many? That can't be right. Maybe I'm just crazy. Anyway. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we've almost got all we need here. We're pretty much ready to just roll. Also, another thing about these 1K challenges is I spend an inordinate amount of GP buying divinity. Not really all that much, though. I have so much GP. When I finish the 1K challenges, I'm going to get to spend GP again because I want to buy clones, and there's no reason to buy clones during a 1K challenge. But when it's over... The potatoes are plotting something. They're scheming. Is it really a potato? It looks like an orange to me, or maybe an eyeball with a couple of straws stabbed into it as antenna. Anyway, I guess I might as well buy the crystal upgrade boost. Bonk. Okay, we've got max clones. Okay. 21's good enough? Probably. So, for an investment of 1 GP, do we have enough? Moons, planets, Earth-like planets. Okay, for an investment of 1 GP, I'll be able to get 30 GP, and the leftovers can be used to make, I don't know, some weather. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's not black holes or anything, but it'll do. So let's see. See how long I've been able to walk away from my pets with 11,000 on them? This is normal. This is what the game is like all the rest of the time. No fuss. No fuss at all with the pets. But when you're limited to a small number of clones, they become such a pain in the ass. It's ridiculous. Anyway, turning 1 GP into 30 is pretty good investing, I should think. Well, I'm having a good time. Thanks for dropping by, and see you tomorrow. We're almost there. Almost at the system peaker. This will probably be the last big purchase I get today. Alright, let me see. I need... Oh, actually... I'll do it like this. Poof. See, if I adjust these, I sometimes forget to set them back. And it's embarrassing even when nobody sees it happening. It's like, good grief. So, it's easier just to do this. Well, not as easy, but less likely to screw up. Bonk, bonk, focus breathing, da-da-da, bonk. I could totally go beyond this, draining planets to the suns and, you know, keep knocking them out, but I'm not gonna. There you go, eat a planet. My divinity generator is a planet eater. My divinity generator does an excellent Galactus impression. If I build it up enough, I can throw Earth-like planets full of people in there too. Seriously, I'm playing a cosmic horror. This is not a good guy. She's not. She's a terrible, terrible person. I bet she wanders around catamaring all the stuff she makes just for fun and amusement. She seems like the type who'd do it. How's my trimps doing? They're trimping along. Here, let me upgrade your daggers, polearms, greatswords, arbalests, battle axes, and maces. And all your armors, too. You don't need it, but I'll do it anyway. Alright, we're there. Took us long enough. Bam! Right, let's get this story straight. Check the system peeker. Access it using the button at the bottom of the middle screen. Yep, pretty likely we're on Earth. So my plan, this will sound silly, but try to bear with me. This idea is based entirely on my total misunderstanding of some Stephen Hawking's book I picked up in my data thingy. So according to this disproven big crunch theory, the universe at some point is going to reverse direction and all mush together. If I've misunderstood correctly, time might go backwards during the shrinking of space-time. Probably not, but let's go with it. If, right, we put these huge, bugger-off massive boosters onto this planet, then we can remain in a stable orbit while firing more taters into the sun. This will increase its mass, meaning that we'll have to go faster to stay in orbit. The faster we go, the slower our perception of time relative to the universe. Time travel! With enough mass, the sun will collapse in on itself into a black hole type deal. Then, we approach its event horizon. This is already a bad idea. Stay away from those. Oh, something went dark. At the event horizon, time will become infinite! Now, I'm 90% sure that this is a euphemism for maddening death. But I'm a robot who can't feel, and you're a person experiencing a very linear narrative, so with time being infinite, we'll reach the big crunchy crunch in no time. Or infinite time. I'm pretty confused at this point, to be honest. Anyway, then we'll probably get a big old bang, time reverses and goes back to going forward. Hopefully the universe ends up in a more or less identical state to before, but this time we know how the human race dies. We do? We return to Earth, let them know, we're heroes, roll credits, start the extended remake, and sell it on mobile, tablet, and PC. Just with your plot holes. Let's do this, Planet Boosters. Why do we need planet boosters? For this plan, we just need to boost ourselves faster, right? I don't know. Okay. So that's the plan. The space plan. Dun dun! I guess I should have you making forests. That would make sense. We're not time traveling to the past. We're using an event horizon to have infinite time so that we end up in the future after the universe collapses and remakes with everything being exactly the same. Because, of course, if all matter condensed down and then exploded, it would all happen the exact same way again. Of course! Alright. It's gonna crunch down, it's gonna come back out, and we're gonna find that the world is ruled by lizard people this time around. The reptites took over. No, this time the Earth will be flat! Oh noes! Okay, I want one of these, even if they're inefficient, just to have one. I made this. Wow. You can see it from the surface. How's it holding together? What kind of material is that made out of? Oh, right, potato. The strongest material known to science. Obviously. And, some idling to rule the gods. You missed that, too. Here, have another planet, my divinity generator. You seem to enjoy the last one. What's happening here? Do I not have enough creation to do this? Yes, I do. What stopped you? Oh, right. I told it to make forests, and it switched tasks, obviously. Well, you missed an hour of me embarrassing myself in front of the world. Boy, this looks stupid, having a big old straw sticking out of the earth. It's not even the earth. Having a big old straw sticking out of the red sphere. Oh well. I should spit out another one. Nothing to increase my power again. But this is the point where I should definitely take that. Is that it? Are there no more upgrades for the taters? Darn. Well, anyway. Let's go over here and do this. We're going to play a little bit of Idling to Rule the Gods, and then we're going to end the stream. Wait, did I go too far? Probably. Something was off about this. It's fine. We'll get it right this time. Can I don't suppose... No, of course not. Nah, of course not. I have a tendency to drink these up for convenience. I kept trying to find a way to use the chakra pills to speed up the 1K challenges, because I had 7. I've got 5 now. But I could never find a point where it really made a significant difference. I looked. I thought about it. Sorry. What can I say? You're late. Anyway, let's see. We'll buy a couple more potato plants. We'll work up. We'll add 5 to each. Except for this one. This one's stupid. And overpriced. Yep, 79% is coming from potato plants. These are only worth 7% of my power, but they're super cheap right now. We'll get 2 more of these first. Alright. Man, I need a higher creation count. I'm going to go up to a higher number of clones. It already takes 10 minutes to get through and make a full 5 million. Every million clones, I really need 100 creation count for. That's all there is to it. Oh, right, I had to question. I wanted to see... See, a universe still takes me 3 minutes to make. Suns are less than 10 seconds a piece. By the time you get to planets, things are super fast. Okay, moons are a second. I just wanted to... Mountains are still practically instantaneous. Okay. One of the purchases I'm considering is creation speed. So, I'd wanted to check in on that. Because I'm only 8 1K challenges away. And then I'll be spending some of this. So, alright, let's try this again. See, that's correct. That's how it should look. Much better. Did way more damage that time. Our next stroke will be the master stroke that finishes it off. Then we'll build some buildings and get out of here. Rebirth and all. Let's see. Probably transfer it over to my laptop, actually, because I'll be heading out. I was going to talk a little bit about how the 1K challenges start and the best way to do them, but I guess it's easy enough to just say 2 to 3 15 to 20 minute runs. An hour and a half run at that point is just capable of making weather, which is the critical thing. That's why you do those quick runs early on, is you're trying to get it weather as soon as possible. Then you actually do an hour-long run rather than a full hour and a half. Slightly more than an hour and a half for the weather run, because you use the Unleash Might to get the weather. So the next one's just like an hour, and then it's followed by another hour and a half run. And that's about the most efficient way to do a 1K challenge for me at this point. Okay, there we go. You're at 20. Now I need 5 Spudniks. I'm going to do the 5 probes first. Man, this thing's so ridiculous. Look how many stupid potatoes I had. How'd that happen? Oh, well. You know what? I'm not even going to use the potato incubator. I'm going to leave this running the entire time I'm gone. I'm just going to come back. Maybe I'll leave it running all night, too. I don't know. And I'll invest in a crap ton of stuff. I don't know. There we go. Now you're stupidly priced too. 0.9%. The solar panels produce nothing now. Everything's coming out of potato plants and Spudniks. I still haven't tried Wait, did I try I might have tried anti-idle. I will remember it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just finishing up. I'm gonna pick up one more Spudnik and then we're ending for today. I don't know. I assume that at some point I will stop playing it eventually. Probably. But yeah, the idle games that I'm currently playing all seem to want to yeah, that would be terrible manually. Ha. All 3 idle games I'm running seem to kind of be the perpetual model. So I don't know when I'm going to get to NGU idle, because I'm really curious to try that one. We'll see. Anyway. Yeah, I'm interested in that one. Anyway, oh wait, we gotta finish this thing off. I can't end the stream before the finishing blow has come down. Ka-chip, ka-chop, done. Then I go over here and I'm all like, do this and this. Oh no, we've run out of divinity. How could that have happened? Okay. Always annoys me when they're 10% hungry and I know I'm not actually going to get them hungry enough to be fed. It's like, it's wasteful. Bonk, 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 bonk. Keep going. I have a lot of weather, don't I? Use up all that weather. Suck it up. Oh, it's all used up. Okay, good job. Alright. Shunk. Can I get one more? Almost. Not quite. Definitely not. Alright, rebirth. And from here, it's generally a couple of 5-minute runs to just grab what I can. Funk. Generally, all I do is I go up to, I get the divinity generator up to 5.5. I spend 1 GP. That's usually how the 5-minute runs look. And, you know, and again, this is so much easier when I'm able to give them 11,000. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, until next time and every time. This is Hadriex signing off. Bye.